Today, we are going to talk about how to shop for custom solutions. So here's my stress for our customers. Buying custom software is really hard. Just Google custom software development and there are hundreds of thousands of options. And truth be told, we all pretty much sound the same. Today, we'll break down why that is and what you can do about it. First, a question. Why are there so many development shops? The main answer is there's a low barrier to entry. If someone has a development or a consulting background, it's very easy to put together a team of contractors to help build software products and start selling. Working with newer or smaller dev shops isn't necessarily a bad thing, but this sheer volume of shops out there makes it harder to separate the good ones from the bad ones. And quite frankly, it's overwhelming. I always say salt and sugar look the same, which is why the buying process at the heart of this is so darn challenging. Now, a truth. The odds of picking the right team for the job are not in your favor. Generally speaking, we all follow the same process, and unlucky for you, this means that you really can't differentiate dev shops by what you read on their site. You really can't even differentiate by referrals. I mean, honestly, whoever sends you a bad referral. And this, I think, is the scariest part of working with a custom software development team. With the nature of software development, you don't really know until the very end if your product met its objectives or not. This problem is what gave rise to the Agile methodology, which focused on delivering interim builds every couple of weeks or so. We call those sprints. But even in Agile methodology, with that in place, you need to be sure you're working with a professional team who is focused on minimizing your risks along the way, rather than just showing progress. Okay, let's talk pricing. I'm sorry to break it to you, but pricing is all over the place. Yes, each dev shop is unique in how it builds its teams. Offshore, which includes developers based in a country on another continent, kind of around the world. So think like Russia, Armenia, India, just to name a few. There are nearshore teams where these are close by locations in the same or similar time zones. So think like Latin America. And then there are onshore teams, which are US based. So think New York City or Los Angeles or Denver, Colorado. All teams have wildly different costs. To make it even more complicated, each position, developer, designer, project manager, quality assurance, all have different hourly rates. Beyond that, how each shop interprets your project can yield different levels of effort for each feature. With so many levers to pull in pricing, it's no wonder a typical project can range in price from $25K to over $400K, and that's with the same feature set. Consider this metaphor. Building custom software is much like building a house. This process of building is pretty much same across the board. Similar to new home construction, there's a purpose to the order in which you follow the process to bring software to life. In home building and software building alike, deviating from the process introduces a high amount of risk. The process goes in a particular order for a reason. You wouldn't build the roof of your house first and then set the foundation, right? You have to ensure that the foundation is built to support everything else you plan to put in your house and put on top of your house, like a roof. But this makes me think of home builders. National builders, I affectionately refer to them as track shack builders, follow the same general process as a custom home builder, but the outcomes are vastly different. For example, even though every home builder follows the same process of foundation, then framing, then plumbing and electrical, then drywall, then final finishes, it's how they follow the process that makes the difference. Track shack builders value economies of scale and purchasing in bulk. This is how they protect their profit margin. So their workflow optimizes speed and cost. Whereas a custom home builder purchases one-off, perhaps unique items, and spends more time perfecting a feature because the final product is more important than speed or cost. As you can see, custom homes are really not that much different from custom software. So in summary, shopping for developers is hard because there are a lot of us. The risk of picking wrong is high. Pricing, all over the place. We all follow pretty much the same process. So what do? I've boiled down the complexity in the buying cycle for software to 3 key elements. First, look for pride of workmanship. Does your vendor have a certain pride in what they do? Is that evident in their work products? How do they talk about their past projects with pride and enthusiasm? What's their favorite project and why? Excellence of character. How is this reflected on their team? What is that company's hiring practice? What is their turnover like? What is their reputation as an employer as well as a company? These are some essential questions you need to find answers to, especially this one. When things go sideways on my project, will you make it right or will you bail when things get hard? Typically, strong cultures benefit clients. Happy employees make happy customers. For this reason, I encourage my clients to look beyond the controlled environment of a shop's website, look beyond the referrals, and look into company culture, look into standing within the community. This will be a much better indicator of your experience as a customer. The third thing I want our clients to look for is a sure-footed team. Customers often ask how deep our experience is in a specific industry, and I don't love this. This is not always a good indicator of subject matter aptitude because as an innovative company, you shouldn't be looking within your same industry to solve the same problems that everyone else does. If this is your approach, you will yield similar results as the rest of your competitors and you're not going to rise to the top. At AppIt, we are proud to deliver insights from across industries that apply to our clients' industries. This provides a clear competitive advantage to our clients because we have a depth and a breadth of understanding across industries that we can apply to our clients. It's my personal belief that there's a ton of friction in delivering poor quality code. It damages reputations, it hurts clients, it's a lot of spinning wheels and wasted time and resources. No one wants to put less than desirable product out to market or stand behind a new internal product rollout that isn't up to par. You need people, proven process, and structure to support high quality delivery every single time. So at AppIt, I have a strong business case for delivering quality every time. That's how our business is structured, and it's evident in every facet of the AppIt Ventures brand. There are no shortages of development shops that prioritize profit margin over delivering quality work. But just in the Track Shack versus the custom home builder example, as a customer, you are empowered to make a decision that matches your own priorities for your business. Character leaves tracks. And by asking your potential vendor the questions to reveal those tracks, you'll be able to arm yourself with the elements to make the best possible decision for your organization and end up matched well with a vendor that aligns with your organizational values and your project priorities. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you.